Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strata and Bava. We're about to get into round 2 of this Pauper Daily on September 28th. We had round 1, we're playing Goblins against Affinity and had a quick win there. We got the Gorilla Shaman down on turn 2 and started blowing up land, and our opponent didn't have an answer and conceded. So round 2 is against Cario CX, and pardon my at this point, I do want to see, using MTG Goldfish, we're going to check and see if anybody has. Huh. So this is Kariokax. Played Pauper back in the day. Blue-red Cloud Post. He's probably playing a control deck. Maybe not MBC. If I had to guess, maybe blue-red control. Possibly Mystical Teachings, Demir Teachings. But we will see here pretty soon. The list I'm playing is this one from Hawking, which he played in last weekend's daily, and I really like it in the current meta because it has reach. We've got 4 Chain Lightnings, 4 Lightning Bolts, and a Fire Blast to get in there. Last round we had really good stuff against Affinity. We had the Smash, we had the Gorilla Shamans, which I started with a Gorilla Shaman in hand, and it just made things really bad for my Affinity opponent. Other than that, this is a pretty straightforward Goblins list, which I also like. No Goblin Matrons, no 4-drops. It's just lots of little Goblins and plenty of burn, and I like the burn just to get there in the end. So, we'll see. Alright, so Kariokax is taking a little while to show up. I'm going to pause the video, and we'll get started again when he shows up. Alright, it looks like we're good to go. I got to draw. I keep getting these 2 land hands, which are ideal. Double Sparksmith's a little weird, but we'll keep this. Our opponent moles to 6, and he probably is playing mono black control, so that's a little gross for us. The idea of Goblins is that we can go under mono black control. In other words, we can win quickly before they manage to control us too much. We'll see how that works out. Being on the draw makes it a little bit harder. Mog Raiders, great against targeted removal. Chittering Rats, yeah. Well, and perhaps I should have gotten a Sparksmith, but we probably would have eaten removal. So we can Bushwhack, or we can Bolt, or we can Sparksmith. We can do this and attack with our conscripts to see if he wants to trade. And we could have attacked with both. That was a misplay on my part. Alright. Moto's been a little finicky with me lately. It's a little laggy. Alright, so he's going to do some damage to himself, which is very kind. Very kind. Then he's going to Verdict us. So we'll get the other Sparksmith. We want Bushwhacker to have some guys. another Sign in Blood, and an Edict. Yep, lots of Edict effects. They're everywhere. Well, Sparksmith really doesn't seem like he's going to get online, but he's probably better than the Mog Raider right now. Having one Sparksmith is going to stop him off his 2/2s. Yeah, so we'll get the Mog Conscripts. Come in for one here. And you know, I really want to Chain Lightning him while I have the mana. You just gotta whiff a little bit. Ah, well. That's not gonna happen, evidently. Yeah. Sacrifice a creature. Well, all the edicts in the world won't save you now. We'll just keep getting goblins and keep hitting him just a little bit. 10. We just need to do 1 and then get 2 more burn spells. There's a Gary though. Alright, so 12 puts us to 15. Pretty frustrating. So Goblin Cohort, Goblin Bushwhacker, casting it regularly feels sad, but come on, Moto. There's nothing else going on. Alright, we got him to 11. There's a really big Corrupt. No, there's a Chainer's Edict flashback. So we'll sacrifice our Bushwhacker. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, we got lethal next turn, one way or another, right? Yeah, he's drew a Baronmore and cycled it. Played a Swamp, gets a Gary. Oh no, he's hard casting an Okiba Gang. Goblin Cohort can't attack. I mean, we can... Oh shit. Fuck. I did that wrong. That sucked. Why did I do that? Alright. Kill this guy. That was horrible. That was horrible. Anyway. Alright. We get him to 5. We need to get him. We can't get him to... He can get us with a Corrupt right now, which sucks because we could have killed him we had lethal, and I messed that up with that stupid Goblin Slitter. So there's Gary. Puts him back up to 7, and we still don't have lethal because I still effed up. I'm really pissed off about it. Yes, well. So we Sparksmith this guy. Moto would stop freaking out. I'd be really happy. Okay, we should have had lethal a turn earlier. So thankfully that didn't suck as much as I was afraid it was going to do. I'm going to turn off Steam and check out our sideboard plan. I don't really like our sideboard plan. Hmm. And we can bring in Flame Slash, which kills Gary. But really, the best way to beat MBC is still to get under them. And that is the natural game plan for Goblins. Flame Slash can't hit our opponent, which is a big weakness. So we just won on the draw. We'll try and win on the draw again. If we don't, we can try and win on the play, which will be a much better situation for us. 3-lander, Foundry Street Denizens, and a War Marshal. I'm happy with this. Yep. So easy turn 1 Foundry Street Denizen. Who's going to die to a Disfigure? Yep. Okay. Sideboarding obviously works better for my opponent than I think it does for us. Yeah. Goblin Sledders are really good actually about voiding tendrils. So that's another thing that they have going for them. But we have another one, so we're gonna sacrifice this one because in the end the Denizen's gonna do more damage. So we'll grab the cohort. And the War Marshal. Can always yield to that. Foundry Street Denizen is explosive. It's the best thing that Goblins have received lately from Return to Ravnica. Tendrils is going to make me wish I had my Sledder out. So maybe I should have gotten him instead of this guy. But yeah, he's going to Tendrils that cohort. That sucks. He spends his turn killing one guy and gaining 4 life. Pretty good turn for him. So we do want to pay our Echo cost. I am going to grab the Sledder in case he has another Tendrils. It's less damage, but it would have been a better play, I think, just playing around Tendrils, because Tendrils sucks. We just lost a turn. He time walked us, basically. Verdict. We'll happily sacrifice this guy. Yeah, well. Shrivel. Okay. Yeah, well. Yeah, he does have crypt rats. It's interesting. He's crypting for 2. We can save 1 goblin. So we can save the cohort, which is naturally bigger. Or we can save the denizen, which doesn't have a downside. Just needs creatures to come in. Or we can save the goblin sledder, who's doing a lot of work. I'm going to save the sledder, I think, actually. He does the least amount of damage, though. He's much more of a toolbox goblin. Alright, well. Alright. Playing goblins right now, more or less. He does bring himself to 9. Cancel. Cancel that. Stupid thing. Yes, Teetering Peaks. Teetering Peaks, that guy. Alright, so there's 6 with a Chain Lightning. We're due for 1 more burn spell. Saves me, doesn't save me from losing a life. I thought it might. It didn't. Alright. Come on, no Gary. No Gary. No corrupt. Shit. Right. He has a Chainer's Edict in here. Yeah. I can't Chain Lightning it. Alright. Okay, so if I hadn't messed up that sledder earlier, yes, I would have had lethal. Right? I did. So we messed that up. We get a play on the play, which is a far better situation for us. He's got that Chainer's Edict. Yep. All the way back up to 19 life. Yeah. Okay. Another Gray Merchant. Fine. Do we still have the fastest deck we can have? Yes. So we're good, and we're going to go ahead. And on the play, just hope that we do a little better. He does have tendrils, so we need to prioritize our raiders and our slutters, because that would have won. Maybe it would have won the game. He probably would have made me sack it. Yes, we want to play first. Alright, so Sletter, Cohort, Sletter, keep. We only have to worry about it once he's at 4 mana. So we don't need to be crazy about it. I've mismatched mountains. I feel ashamed of that. It's all Deluxikov's fault. And I have too many mountains. So the big question is, do I cast my Sletter or do I not cast my Sletter? Let's go for it. All the goblins. Yeah, Chainer's Edict. We'll say goodbye to the cohort. I guess I don't have to play him before combat. No tendrils this game. Don't like chittering rats. Yeah. Let's get Hellbent. This keeps all my goblins out there. Witches are scary. I was really glad I hadn't seen them yet. Alright, so if we can kill the witches, we have to. She's gonna let us. Cancel. Do this right, for God's sakes. I should have gotten the other one. He could have Echoing Decay. It would have been better to have one Raider and one Sletter. There it is. Such a blowout, though. So I think we just lost. Yeah, well. He's got no tendrils targets. Maybe he will get us down. Maybe that burn will come in handy. We're flooding like no tomorrow with this Goblins deck, though. Yeah, well. Which is going to hit us, losing 3. Gary's big. Yeah, we're not winning. Alright, well, we lost the match because I was stupid, so that's a good reason to lose a match. Yeah. I win from chain lightning, chain lightning, chain lightning. Thanks for watching Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Bava. I'm playing Goblins in the Pauper Daily event. We finished round 2, so we're 1-1. And yeah, didn't play Goblins optimally for that matchup. It was really close. I should have won game 2, I think. There's a lot of what ifs there, but who knows. All right, well, we'll see you all in round 3 in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a lot. I'll catch y'all soon.